with him if he's got Whitey under control. I think he'll get Aloysius Yapp under control. Not with that break, though.
Yeah, may get fortunate, may not. I think.
Nicely controlled.
Yeah, well, that's one that'll be remembered and talked about. It still is all the time. I see videos. It's got to slow down a little bit. Looks to be pretty perfect.
Match like that, quite often you see a rack or two, maybe even three, one with combos, but it was just
From a couple years ago, it was pretty incredible stuff. I think that's the main reason, or one of the main reasons, it still gets looked at so much. Now, Yapp played in that, but he got through, and that's the main thing. Little light of his mark can actually be off with the speed a bit more.
Yapp.
Yesterday for Yapp, the break. Missed the one high quite often to the top. How he brings the break shot today. He's going to love this. I mean, he does go because he didn't line up the combo, but yeah, that's, you know, when the greats get dressed up in position like this, it's usually curtains.
We can't quite say this roadmap is Route 66 because this would be the
Like he originally planned. Somewhere just past the center of the table will do. He went 3 rails. Wanted to get much heavier on the 8. If you remember last night or yesterday, I'll tell you, Coping Yi hit forward.
Well, Yapp wanted to. Co missing the 8 ball. That will really knock him back.
Second round.
A tougher route to be here, but it's only marginal.
Yeah, well, I mean, once you get knocked to that loser side, of course, with SVB, but, you know, Aloysius Yapp, being ranked as high as he is, he's supposed to have a hair softer route day in, day out. By no means soft. Yeah, and that defeat surprised a lot of people, but I played Clark in the round before, and he sure played a heck of a set on me. He broke and ran a lot. A little bit of an odd one here. He's sizing up if he can cut it in this lower corner. How you hit the pocket 4, it'll be hard to get on the 6. Queuing as well. Can handle being thin on the 5. That may cut off the run. Yeah, sweet stroke and much more of what we're using. Those kind of strokes can go a long ways moving forward. The lefty's going to have speed control, pretty important. For the these matches along with the players.
Largest ever crowd for a semi-final, you would have to say. Sold out. But there's no...
Yeah, that 2 ball is nestled towards this lower left corner. So it doesn't matter if you're getting shots.
He was the champion when Aloysius Yapp was born. So there it is, all of them ticked off.
Of course, the guy that keeps the cue ball in hand very well. And yeah, good pace there. And the guy you brought up, Reed Pierce, what a... All right, like I said, a little funny here from the 6 to the 7 to the 8. Wants a little angle. It's not going to get a whole lot. He'll take that. Well, you know, like we talked about Koping Chang and being good friends there. He used to go to Chinese Taipei and over Tang Ho. Nine ball. I don't know if it's got enough gas. We'll never know with the kiss on the 6, but it was heading towards the left middle. Yeah, he'll definitely. Our table's held up all week, it seemed like, but not so much here, so a lot more pool left. Now he'll like that strike. Got the cue ball on the numbers. He's going to end up fairly straight now. One of the more missable shots when the nerves are high. Easy to overcut it to the right knuckle. Yeah, he's hitting a high ball, so going to work at about 7-8 feet up and down.
Apart from the missed 8 ball, has been outstanding.
Rock for the 9. Still no real problem. Yeah, not his best connection there. You could just kind of hear it with the rack. And
Semi-final, but
he's trying to cross this ball. He could easily get a kiss. Yeah. It's just always going to be difficult, I think. And now Yapp has out, come across, maybe bump the 2. That looks pretty natural. Yeah, the ball slid on him a little.
clean hit, no problem for the referee or indeed for Yapp.
Big shot from a big player. Had to roll the ball from the end rail. Really no other choice. Yeah, had to get a lot into that just to get them make up this deficit.
Extension call.
Make sure the cue ball doesn't. He's just coming back across for the 7 in the same pocket. He's playing for the side.
This is a delightful dish. It began with a really gutsy pot from distance. On the 2, it ends.
Yeah, the way these matches have gone on the main table with the big guns, yeah, he's cueing downward. So he's trying to work the cue ball. Yeah, that was the worry. Now he's got the gap. He decided to just let it out, Phil, and I think that's a great decision. The dead center with. Yeah, that's got to go big time. Yeah, just a little. Not in love with the 4-rail shape here. He hit it beautifully, though.
Not quite a gimme.
And you'll see a little better spreads, a little bigger openings with Coping Yi at the breaking end in that manner. Ben. Yeah, perfect. Have to come with the big make. They usually do so.
It's as though it's automated. Billiard got the last laugh. Just beginning to... Tour ranking title. He's already equalled his personal best run in the US Open.
Yeah, thunderous break. Got a lot of action on the 9. I expect him to catch the 2 cushions. Swing with a little authority. always say the stroke opens up the pocket. You see the 3-ball spinning and then slide the rail. Odd thing is, if he played the lighter speed and this speed looks perfect, really comfortable.
Well, high-profile success was the Royal Masters in 2023. His brother's in the crowd. Working with his cue ball excellence, he can reel off a whole succession of racks in succession.
I'd only taken on some kind of difficult jump.
Aloysius, it's your choice.
On the make here, but that doesn't allow the cue ball to move as much, so I wouldn't doubt he makes it, but position, I think he's an underdog for sure.
Good hit, but after this,
just need to hit with speed and kind of create a ricochet off the 2 into the 5. Yeah, like that. You just take your chances with the 2 and what it's going to do. I don't think it's going to open up, but should gain control anyways. But go straight through the 2, put him behind the 3, let the 2 come up the center. He kind of let up on it. He did the exact same thing last night in a big situation. He's even elevated a bit.
Foul stroke.
I just, I just didn't. So if he can get a big shot down, and of course tactically Aloysius Yapp is as good as it gets. Just the big shots they can come with. Pull the ball up the table, a little to the right side of the green 6. Should be close quarters on the green.
well, it's been an absolutely terrific week here. We started out at 10 o'clock on Monday morning onto this single table, all eyes trained upon it. Winning the